Welcome to another exciting edition of the Woke Turning on the Woke. I guess I shouldn't say that. I'm not entirely sure that Jenny Taft is a far left idiot, but she is guilty by association because she's the long term host of Undisputedly Woke on Fox Sports 1. Undisputed is one of the worst debate shows on television because it features Skip Bayless. I don't know how Skip Bayless has a job. This dude has said more stupid things over the years than anyone on television, including Keith Olbermann. It's one thing to say dumb stuff, but you're actually dumb. Stephen A. Smith would be a good example of this. According to Jason Whitlock, when Stephen A. was a journalist working for various newspapers, he didn't write his own articles. He wrote a rough draft, but the editors did most of the legwork. Maybe that's the reason that Stephen A's never written a book. Kind of hard to write a book when you can't write an article. Stephen A. Smith saying dumb things, it's expected. I can kind of write that off as ignorance. He's a puppet. He's told what to say anyway. There's a big difference, though, in saying dumb things because you're dumb and saying dumb things because you're seeking attention. Skip Bayless does the latter. Skip Bayless is a lot of things. Dumb is not one of them. The reason I dislike Skip Bayless so much is because I don't like people who do things for the sake of creating controversy. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. If I say something that happens to be controversial, I said it because I meant it. I didn't say it for attention. Skip Bayless has made a career of saying things just to get attention. I'm not a psychologist, but if I were, I would say Skip Bayless suffers from a severe lack of self-esteem and self-respect. He's trying so hard to remain young and hip. What other 69-year-old man do you know that is that obsessed with physical fitness? It's fine to be healthy and fit. Skip Bayless is obsessed with it. Most men at 69 years old, they are past the point of caring about what they look like. They'd rather be playing golf, drinking beer, doing whatever, than be in the gym. Vanity is something that fades away as we get older. Skip Bayless is as vain today as he was 30 years ago. Like I said, I can't stand people who portray ignorance just to be controversial. And Skip Bayless has made a television career out of doing just that. This is the same guy that said Carmelo Anthony was better than LeBron James. Back in 2012, he said that LeBron James wasn't a top 5 player in the NBA. He said Tim Tebow was going to be the next Brett Favre. Matter of fact, he has an unhealthy obsession with Tim Tebow, and LeBron James for that matter. I'm critical of LeBron because of his political leanings, but I don't think about LeBron James 24 hours a day. LeBron, he never has to worry about being homeless. He has a rent-free apartment inside the head of Skip Bayless. The list of ridiculous things said by Skip Bayless is a mile long, but the new number one on that list was added this morning on Undisputedly Woke. Shay Sharp and Skip were talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Hard Knocks aired last night on HBO, first episode, so naturally, the Cowboys would be a topic of conversation. They're staring down the barrel of another 6-win season, but that's a topic for another video. Some point during this debate, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy's mentioned. Here's a little excerpt of what Skip Bayless had to say about Mike McCarthy. Quote, I'm not taking a shot at him with this, but he's a little heavy. I wouldn't want my head coach in the National Football League to not look the part at all, end quote. What? I didn't know it was a requirement for head coaches in the NFL to look the part. What is the criteria for looking the part? Do they need to be as vain as Skip Bayless and hit the gym 4 or 5 hours a day? I'm not sure if he knows this, but NFL head coaches work about 100 hours a week during the season. These men, they don't have time to hit the gym. Now, you contrast that with the schedule of Skip Bayless, who works about 5 hours a day and is paid more than a lot of head coaches in the NFL to give his useless, uninformed opinion on the league. He has plenty of time to hit the gym. What does Mike McCarthy's weight have anything to do with his ability, or lack thereof, to coach the Dallas Cowboys? What the hell does looking the part have anything to do with coaching in the NFL? Bill Belichick dresses like he lives under a bridge in Santa Monica. Last I checked, he's one of, if not the greatest coach in the history of the league. Bill Parcells was overweight when he coached the Cowboys 15 or so years ago. Never heard Skip Bayless say one thing about the weight of Bill Parcells, and for good reason. He knew Bill Parcells would torch his ass, just like Jenny Taft did this morning. She went in on Skip Bayless. It was beautiful. She humiliated him in front of all three people that were watching Undisputedly Woke. Luckily, the clip has went viral. It's on every sports blog this afternoon. So Skip Bayless is having his ass roasted by everyone on social media and in the blogs. I encourage you to watch the clip if you haven't already, because I want you to notice something. Last summer, all we heard from Skip Bayless was about equality and diversity. We're one big woke family on Undisputed. Look at me. I'm one of the cool white people that gets it. I work with a black guy and a woman. Yet the second Jenny Taft calls him out, Skip Bayless goes on the defensive, treats her like a little woman. He dismisses her. He disrespects her. He interrupts her the entire time she's making her point. At one point, he even yells out "next," trying to get production to cut to a commercial break. Jenny Taft wasn't having it. She got a little bit animated, told Skip Bayless that she's allowed to have an opinion too, and she's right. The behavior of Skip Bayless didn't seem very woke to me. If he's not careful, Shay gonna get him evicted from the woke clubhouse. By the way, what kind of grown man calls himself Shay? Someone put Shannon Sharpe in a dress so he can identify with the gender he's most comfortable with. Anyway, as much as I revel in the fact that Skip Bayless is being roasted online, in a way I really don't like it, because this is exactly what he wants. This is exactly why he said what he said. He doesn't believe what he says. Every day, he throws controversial statements at the TV, hoping something will stick, something will stoke the flame. With people like Skip Bayless, the more attention they receive for bad behavior, the more they continue to do what they do. It's reinforcing bad behavior. He's like a child. With a child, you don't reward them with ice cream or a new toy when they miss the toilet and piss on the floor. We should not reward Skip Bayless with attention. I'm including myself in this too. I'm part of the problem. I probably shouldn't have made this video, but that's what we do here. We cover ignorance in politics and sports. Skip Bayless covers both of those criteria. It amazes me that this guy makes $5 million a year. Isn't America a great country? These people, they complain about America all the time, but name another country where you can be paid millions of dollars every year to be uninformed, to be stupid, to say ignorant things. Like Don King used to say all the time, only in America. All right, let me know what you think of Jenny Taft going after Skip Bayless. We really don't talk about Skip Bayless much here on the channel. I don't think I've ever asked you guys to give me your opinion on him. What do you think of Skip Bayless? Do you watch Undisputed? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.